Good afternoon, everyone. So today, me and my partner, Miss Nalyn Rose Libradilla, will going to report about learners with difficulty with self-care. So what is self-care? Self-care often refers to a person's capacity to perform daily living activities or specific to body care, such as the following skills we have here: washing oneself, brushing teeth, combing, trimming nails, toileting, dressing, eating, drinking, and looking after one's health. So I know that we're all familiar with all of these. So Self-care skills are gradually learned by very young, typically developing children through adult modeling and direct instruction within developmental expectations. On the other hand, children with additional needs may struggle with the basic activities of daily living. Oftentimes, such students are those with moderate to severe cognitive deficits, including individuals with intellectual disability or intellectual developmental disorder, or ID or IDD. What is intellectual disability? So intellectual disability is a developmental disorder that includes deficits, intellectual and adaptive functioning across domains of conceptual, social, and practical that occur during the developmental period. And according to Kirk in the year 2015, to be diagnosed with IDD or ID, a student must have deficits in both the cognitive and adaptive domains. Children with Down syndrome with moderate to severe disability may also have problems with self-care. So next, young children suspected to have cognitive deficits which manifest as difficulties with self-care can be identified at a very young age. So traditional approach to measuring levels of security of ID or intellectual disability was determined through the use of intellectual tests. So we have here. So when we say IQ, it is from the word intelligence quotient, a number used to express the relative intelligence of a person. It is one of many intelligence tests. So here we have the mid-level IQ, which is 50 to 70, moderate IQ, which is 35 to 50, severe IQ, which is 20 to 35, and profound IQ below 10. However, based on the definition provided by the American Psychiatric Association in the year 2013, using measures of intelligence is only one aspect, as adaptive functioning also needs to be assessed to identify if a child has an intellectual disability. The presence of ID or IDD measured by direct observation, structured interviews, and standard scales such as AAMR or Adaptive Behavior Scale according to Lambert et al. 2013 and Vineland Adaptive Behavior Scale by Sparrow et al. 2016. AAMR Adaptive Behavior Scale by Lambert et al. 2013 include personal sufficiency. So when we say personal sufficiency, it is the ability of individuals to attain an acceptable level of functioning regarding specific life domains such as daytime activities and social support. And next we have community self-sufficiency. It is being community self-sufficient is to look beyond what you're growing or producing yourself, or perhaps getting from neighbors or the farmer's market. Next we have social adjustment. When we say social adjustment, it is defined as the degree to which an individual engages in competent social behavior and adapts to the immediate social context. Next is Adaptive Behavior Scale by Sparrow et al. 2016. It covers communication, daily living skills, socialization, and motor skills. So first is communication. Communication is the act of giving, receiving, and sharing information. In other words, talking or writing, and listening or reading. So we all know what is communication and what communication is. And good communicators listen carefully, speak or write clearly, and respect different opinions. Next is daily living skills. So we have basic daily living skills include showering and bathing, as what I've mentioned a while ago, dressing, eating, using the toilet, and transferring between a bed and chair. So the daily living skills in the basic category include personal hygiene tasks such as brushing and styling hair. Next is we have socialization. When we say socialization, it is the process whereby an individual learns to adjust to a group or what we call society and behave in a manner approved by the group or society. Next, we have the motor skills. So, a motor skills is a function that involves specific movements of the body's muscles to perform a certain task. This task could include walking, running, or riding a bike. In order to perform this skill, the body's nervous system, muscles, and brain have to all work together. And that's all in my part.
Hello everyone, by the way, I am Nalyn Libradilla, and my task is to discuss the learning characteristics and general educational adaptations of difficulty with learners with self-care. So, in learning characteristics, students who have difficulty with self-care oftentimes reach developmental milestones at a later age compared sa mga bata na normal for like us, and then so they learn to set up, crawl, and then walk and talk later than other children, and may have trouble sa remembering and then understanding consequences of action. So, maglisod jud na sila og remember sa mga instruction or sa mga lections. Ilabi na jud ang mga bata nga naay mga intellectual disability. So, and then, ang children with ID may also have na sila yung mga deficit in the areas of for example, reasoning, planning, like sa mga reasoning, maglisod jud na sila og come up og mga reason, and then how much more sa mga labi na jud sa planning, maglisod jud na sila, and then judgments and abstract thinking, di po na sila dali-dali makakuha mga kaning usani mga kanang dili din sila burag makakuan og idea compare sa mga bata nga normal lang. So on the other hand pod, depending on the level of support needed, ang mga student with ID learns adaptive skills at a lower pace na mag-result siya nga delay compared to same age typical development student. So, kalabanan man gud ana is delay jud ang ilahang mga, like for example ang ilahang mga panghuna-una, like murag ulahi, like for example kita is kanang ang ato ang edad is mabagay jud sa kana ganing mabagay dayon sa ato ang murag mga kanang atong panghuna-una, for example ang 8 sa palitan imuhang panitan 8 na iyang age, pero ang iyang pang-isip is murag naapa sa 5, something like in ana. So murag delay jud siya. So they benefits from modeling. So maka-benefits na sila through from modeling and can imitate well. So moreover, adults with mild intellectual disability eventually learn to be functional and independent in society. So youths with intellectual disabilities are known to be friendly. So kapantay mo nga friendly kaayo sila every time nga bisag makainabot na sila always sila ga-smile, and then sociable and a reporter to have positive coping skills. And then a study nga gikandak ni Carter et al. 2013, ilang gi-investigate ang mga brag strength and positive traits of transition youth with intellectual disability and or kanang ginatawag natong na autism. So as reported by their parents, so using quantitative and qualitative measures, so the study yielded the following positive traits of the youth. So try to look at the screen. So that's mga like mga following positive traits sa mga youths na nga naay mga ID. So number 1 is they have a positive outlook in life. So if jud ka kana ganing o wala ka ay mga kanang intellectual disabilities is di ba ang bata is kuan jud sila kanang murag na jud sila panglantaw sa unahan. And then number 2, shows positive relations with others. So nagkuan pud ni sila kanang kanang kay di ba friendly sila, so more sila gahatag og kanang ganing tsada nga relationship sa isig ka learners o bata nila. And then number 3, have an active coping skills. And number 4, have acceptance coping skill. So in this study, they found that the youths were rated highest in items pertaining to the positive outlook factor. So nag-result pud ni siya, and this result suggests the importance of having to find the strengths rather in children with additional needs. So tungod sa study ni Kuan kaning ni Carter, dito nabalaan nila ang importance na kuan brag ang important nga mga strength na gikinihanglan sa usa ka bata, and then make them aware of these strengths and use them to their advantage. So tungod ato is nabalaan nila kung asa ang mga mga brag strength and weaknesses sa usa ka may inana nga disabilities. And then general educational adaptation. So specific approaches have been found to be effective in teaching students with difficulty with self-care. So sa mga bata nga kuan like what we katong ginaingon ako kanina sa mga batang na ay intellectual disability. So namely the use of direct explicit instructions, task analysis, forward and backward training, as well as the use of video modeling. So it is essential the instructions given are simple and straightforward, and that the hands-on experiential activities are used. So the following. So forward and backward training is used alongside task analysis. So the first one is in forward training. The program begins with the first step in the sequence, such as getting the toothbrush. So dito gipakita ang kanang unsaan ganing pagkuha sa mga simple ra jud ni siya mga buluhaton sa ka-learners na ang ipabuhat, like pagkuha sa toothbrush, and then pagbutang sa toothpaste sa toothbrush, and then providing the needed hand-over-hand assistance. So kuan dito nila nga kung unsay kaning mga simple nga mga butang nga pagahimuon sa ka-learners is hands-on jud nila nga gitudlo sa mga bata, like assistance. So and then gradually fading verbal and then gestural prompts. So dapat kuan jud siya kaning through action jud na ito kuan nila. And then the goal is to allow the student to master the first step. So ang goal ani is kana para ang mga ang student is kaning ginatawag nato na kanang makuan sila kanang ma-master nila ang kana nga activities. And then like example kanang sa mga kinder is ginatudloan na majud tag unsaan pagpanot brush, how kuan kanang maligo, like inana bura ginasugod na ta dira nila og tudlo sa ato ang mga teachers. And then followed by the next step in the sequence until the entire task has been performed. So, but on the other hand, ang backward training is the teachers model all the steps from the beginning, and that allows the child to do the last step of the behavior change with assistance and prompts. So, ang nakalahi sa backward training is kanang una ang mabuhat is ang teachers. And then, the second one is ang student is ay ginaalaw ang student is gialaw nga murag sila ang gibuhat sa teachers is murag kanang iusob og pabuhat sa usa ka bata para jud ma-master ang mao nga activities nga gitahom mo. So the third one is video-based intervention. So ga-include ni siya dito og mga video modeling and and video prompting for teaching daily living skills such as kanang magpanutbrush, and then kanang pagbahig sa mga plato sa lamesa, sa mga kutsara, and then unsaon paghugas ang mga pinggan, and then etc. kanang mga simple ra jud nga mambulhaton na naa sa balay. So diri is kanang na found nga effective di ay ni nga mga buluhaton para sa mga learners nga na ay mga kuan kaning identical disability. So kabantay mo kanang sa gawas gani is ang ilahad yung mga kanang ilang mga na mga autism gani is kuan sila kanang adjud sila trabaho para marag na intro ana pud is na enhance ang ilahang mga kanang ganing bisan naa sila mga brag lahi sila sa uban nga mga bata is na practice nila kay syempre sa tadla adlaw-adlaw nila nang ginabuhat is mahinumduman raman jud na nila. So and then with intellectual and learning difficulties, so according to Rainer 2011, Billens and Collians 2017, so cited in Hayward 2013. So with video modeling, a student watches a brief video on an able person performing a target skills or task, then imitates the behavior. So kabantay mo gani ron sa mga bata na matingala na lang kang halawa man mo na wala man nato ning nila ginatudlo, but matingala na lang ta kay true sa mga videos na ilang nakita is mag-imitate sila ana, and then so na hala ano na kabalo matingala na lang ka. So ang true ana is makabalo jud ang bata. So na po although na jud mga kalaban mga disadvantages, but na po siya daghang nga advantages. So and then in video prompting, each step is shown in a video, so which the students imitate before the next step it's shown. So this is helpful as the students can access the video in a time. Replay is an often as to develop an independence. Ilabi na ron kay kuan naman jud kay ta prom naman jud kay tag sa social media, so dali na lang jud kaayo. Murag uska pindot na lang jud is makakita na nila. So and through that makalearn pud ang mga bata. So muna nakatsada karon kay kanang ginastadihan naman jud na pud jud sila, and then ang true pud sa social media is murag di na jud compared sa una nga murag lisod kaayo kung unsaon nila pagpamaagi na makuan pud ang mga naay mga ID o intellectual disability. So in summary, this chapter has presented so gikan sa katong sa difficult katong gifted and giftedness. So summary ani abot ani nga amo ang lesson. So in summary, this chapter has presented important definition, identification, and assessment. So learning characteristic and general education adaptations for learners with additional needs, namely so the like the first topic is katong the gifted and talented student with difficulties in the seeing, katong difficulties in seeing, hearing, communicating, walking and moving, disability levels that are associated with the difficulties. So there's challenges in learning awareness and understanding of their disability, and the needs are essential as educational supportive of inclusive education. So it is or most important that we see learners with additional needs beyond their difficulties. So to enable them to explore and use the range of strengths and abilities, as well as provide opportunities for them to succeed and flourish in their own positive reaches. So as kita man jud is we future educators, so we need to kuan gani kaniyang i-assist jud nato ang atong mga student, and then para nato mabalaan kung asa sila nagkalisod or asa ang ilang strength. And then true ana is matabangan nimo ang usa ka bata nga ma-develop ang skill bisa even nga naa sila mga kanang mga bisan lahi sila sa ubang learners o nato, but if imo jud na siyang to know them, so makabalo jud ka kung asa napod ay sila skill, so daghan po na sila ikabuga kay especially sa pagkakaroon is daghan kay itang makita nga mga naay mga kana sila na brag lahi sila, but they are all kaning kuan kay sila kana unique naa sila'y creativity basta makita nato ron nga daghan kayong mga talented nga mga bata na makita ron sa atong palibot nga although lahi sila sa uban, lahi ang panglantaw sa uban, pero napud sila murag kana ganing naa sila'y kaugalingong uniqueness nga wala nato makita pud sa another children. So that's all, and I hope naamoy nakot-unan sa among topic. And once again, thank you so much for listening our video presentations.